From forgiveness to manifesting your dreams into reality. Welcome back, beautiful soul sisters. Hello, come on in, come on in. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose. I'm Veronica Rosa, your emotional wellness and your life coach. And today we are entering phase 3 of our 90-day detox journey, mastering emotions and setting powerful intentions. This week we talked about manifestation, but not the fluffy, passive, unicorn type of manifestation. We're talking about the real, intentional, aligned, and actionable manifestation, taking action. Because after we forgive, we are free. We are free to dream again, free to act with power and with purpose, girlfriend. So, before we get into talking about this, uh, mastering our emotions and setting our powerful man, forgive, mastering, manifesting our dreams into reality, our dream life through forgiveness. Give me a timeout because I'm making something very special today. I'm very excited to go with our gluten-free pizza that I'm going to make. I'm going to make a chicken ranch gluten-free pizza, but I also had some leftover chicken wings. And you know, when I make chicken wings, I have to put them in the oven. Oh, that's kind of hot. We have to put it in the oven at the beginning of the show because it takes about 50 an hour to bake. So I'm gonna put I already mixed my chicken wings with olive oil, sea salt, smoked paprika. I use onion or organic onion powder. I use Italian seasoning, and that's it. And so we're gonna put the timer on for 20 minutes, and let's get talking, girlfriend. I'm really excited for tonight's dinner. I'm also gonna make spiralized French fries with fried with olive oil. So welcome in, welcome in. This week we're talking about manifestation. Again, not that fluffy, passive kind of manifestation. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty because manifestation begins with clarity. You can't manifest a dream you haven't defined. So it's very important that we get clear on the dream. And a lot of us, we've been so hurt, so broken down that we're in survival mode, that it's like I have to live in reality and be logic. And so we're gonna cut that, nip that. We're gonna get our journals out and we're gonna get clear. And that's where today's the circle of life tool comes in comes in handy. That the circle of life tool is one of my pages from the women's wellness workbook. Get your women's wellness workbook and start your healing journey on healing your emotional triggers. Go to vitalityvalueswellness.com. So let me show you a visual. It's actually the circle of life. It's my logo. If you look there, the circle of life, this is a visual tool that's going to help you identify what area your life, what areas that your life is out of balance. And it gives you a starting point for your next breakthrough. A lot of times when we are unbalanced, unhealed, been putting in too much attention into one area of our life and avoiding a different part. And so I want you to look at this circle of life. Look at all 12 areas: health, creativity, home cooking, physical wellness, home environment, social, relationships, education, and occupation, financial, spirituality, and joy. So get your journals out. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate each section. And then ask yourself, which rate each section from 1 to 10. 1 being dissatisfied, 10 being satisfied. So on the whole circle of life, give it a number: 1 to 10. I am satisfied. 10 dissatisfied, 1. So write it on the whole circle. And then you're going to ask yourself which area scored the lowest. What would a fulfilled, powerful vision of that area look like? And so as you're thinking about your vision board, what would be your dream life, your dream goal? You can think about in 5 years from now, what would you like that dream vision to be? In 5 years, what would be? Just don't let go of the logic, let go of the reasoning. Just if all of a sudden you won $240 million, what would be like your perfect dream life? And what does it look like? What home? What area in the country? Or where would you live? What would your occupation be? And so I want you to think about your vision, your dream life, but and then come back and tie in the area of the your life area that you scored the least, and create that the vision, your vision board. So it's time to create the vision and take action. Manifestation isn't just about dreaming, it's about doing. So once you have identified your lowest score, write the vision for that area of life. For example, if you scored low in occupation, maybe your dream is to be your own boss or love what you do for money. If it's joy, maybe your vision is to feel more playful, more connected, more spontaneous. So choose the area that you're going to work on. So if 5 years from now, then we're going to break it down. We're going to do some reverse engineering. In the next, choose now that you identified the area you're going to work on, now write down 3 daily tasks that you will commit to for the next 90 days that will get you closer to that vision. Why three? Because we start small, it's consistent actions, it'll create massive transformation. For me, I had like this huge, I started this vision, this specific tool about 6 years ago when I started journaling and I started getting creative. My husband and I were on the verge of having a divorce. I went through a breakdown. I went through just feeling lost and not knowing who I was in life. And so I created this. I went through my whole deep dive and anyways, so I created this tool, right? With the help of other coaches and just looking at the whole circle of all of the dimensions of wellness and the areas of our life. And so we're going to start small. If I had a vision, I want to have my own business, there were small little daily tasks that I had to learn and then within the years to get me where I'm at right now. And so we're going to start small, consistent actions, just 3 actions a day. You're going to put a little habit tracker. You're going to feel good about yourself. It's going to build boundaries. It's going to build self-love. It's going to build confidence. And then before you know it, I'm still sitting in the kitchen. I'm not working harder. I'm working smarter, girlfriend. And I've been able to manifest my dream goals, my dream body, my dream business, my dream love, my husband. He came back and we're in union, we're in love, and it's great, it's beautiful. But also the power of your natal chart and knowing your life path, that's when the real magic happens. Because instead of, especially like somebody like me, I'm very creative, so I want to do this, I want to do that, and when I do this, and so me find learning about my natal chart and start swimming with the current and instead of against the current help me empower myself and place myself in a situation for success. So go dive deeper, use your natal chart, use your life path number as spiritual tools to align you with your vision and your soul's purpose. Your soul, your deep inside, your subconscious is telling you, but sometimes it's been blocked by fear, doubt, and fear of being embarrassed, fear of being ridiculed, just not knowing how to do certain things. But you'll have certain patterns in your life. If you look back as to a child, what were you doing as a child? I used to always play teacher. I always had a typewriter, a camera. And so those little things that I used to do as a child, now I'm using it as a life coach, as an emotional wellness life coach. And so dive deep, use your natal chart, use your life path number as a spiritual tool to align you with your vision and your soul's purpose. I'm a life path 11. That number is a visionary, a spiritual messenger. People get scared with the word spiritual, so I toned it down to emotional, because if you think about it, when somebody says, how was, I'm just using Johnny, how was Johnny doing? Was he in good spirit? Oh, what are they saying? What was his emotion like? And for the most part, we weren't taught emotion, and it's like emotion is like a non-tangible thing, and so it's like you make the money, you gotta hustle. It's like survival mode, and so it's coming back, getting into your creativity, opening up your doors for creativity. Even our schools, they cut out a lot of academics and curricular activities that have to do with arts and craft, with singing, which allows us to be creative and think out of the box. And so instead of being, another everybody's awesome. I don't know what that Lego movie, just like everybody's doing the same thing because that's what everybody's doing. Be that black sheep, step out of your comfort zone and do what's different from you. So it's gonna feel like you're being bad. And so at first, when I first started doing what came naturally to me, people shamed me. They thought that was black magic, that I was doing something bad or evil. And now they see the love and the light, and they see that being a spiritual messenger just means that I am a emotional. I help you tap into your emotions, because our emotions is energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So if you were traumatized, or your caretakers were traumatized, they learn habits to survive, and those are the ways, the habits that we reacting in order to survive. We are going to be that generational curse breaker, and we are going to tap into those emotional triggers, and 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 push our way through uncovering, identifying what is that emotion, where does it stem from, and then flipping your story from being a victim to being a survivor, to being a warrior, from making it from being a weakness into your strength. And so, and according to my chart, I'm here to heal, to teach, and to guide others through emotional wellness, self discovery, and transformation. And high five. I absolutely love it. I feel like so in tapped into my purpose. I had to baby steps. I want to be a life coach. That was 6 years ago. And I took a lot of practice. I had fear of speaking out, like your chakras is your emotional energy center. So even though I had the vision board, and I had my 3 daily tasks that I was going to do to get closer to my vision, I still had to tackle my emotional energy center. I had to get over my fear of making money. I had to go over my fear of being creative, of expressing my creativity, of not being ridiculed for my creativity. I had to overcome fear of self-doubt, self-shame, and build self-confidence and empower myself with that. And love and forgiveness, I had so much love and forgiveness. I was just handing it out. So now I learned to not be so huggy touchy with everybody, taking that power back to put in energy in other parts of my chakras, my communication. I had to learn how to communicate without fear. And so, in my intuition, I had to learn to trust my instincts, my creativity, my crown chakra, my spiritual connection is just stepping out of fear and trusting in God, and continue moving with faith, not logic. And so that is your emotional energy center. And so you will see a lot of the circle of life, we've been rebelling or neglecting certain areas because certain areas of your emotional energy center has been blocked. Some of those emotions have been blocked through trauma, by troubles that you've gone through, and from being in survival mode. And so we're going to step out of survival mode. We're going to start living again. We're going to take our power back. We're going to do some self discovery and flip our weaknesses into strengths. And so your birth chart holds the blueprint for your energy. Your life path holds a frequency for your purpose. And if you haven't had your chart read yet, I highly recommend getting it done, so that your manifestation journey aligns with your soul's unique mission. So, with that being said, it's time to journal and do some reflection and ask yourself these 4 questions. What area of my life is calling for attention right now? What is my 90-day vision for that category? What 3 habits can I commit to starting today? And then where do I need to shift from wishing into doing? Is stop. We sometimes, I think religion also makes us feel like to wish and to want is not holy, or you should be satisfied with what you have. And so let's stop, let's break that old belief system, that old cycle that's holding us back from our true and full potentials. So ask yourself, where do I need to shift from wishing to doing, and start taking action? And it'll be little baby steps. It could be, for me, it was like a lot of learning on the computer, a lot of stuff from YouTube, a lot of, learning how to, I've done a lot of schooling online, different courses to get to where I am at today. And actually, it happened a lot faster than what I thought it would be. It's been about 6 years now that I've been journaling, and every 90 days I go back to my circle in life and say, okay, what do I need to work on this quarter? What about this quarter? What I do it at the beginning of the year, and then at every 3 months I do a revision and say, okay, where am I going, and start and keep building and building. And so, with all that being said, it's time for you to put your eyes on the prize. You are the prize, girlfriend. And let's do your personal affirmations, because your personal affirmations is the way out. Instead of saying, oh, I can't, I'm stupid, I'm not worthy, I'm scared. Now we're gonna flip those negative words. We're gonna flip them into positive affirmations. And so repeat after me. I manifest with clarity, purpose, and discipline. Every step I take brings me closer to the life I deserve. I am the author of my reality, and today I write a new story. My actions reflect my dreams. My dreams reflect my soul. Whew, that was beautiful. So now that we've gotten closer to our vision, it's time to nourish the body. I'm super excited to make this pizza. I've never made homemade pizza, much less gluten-free pizza. So I'm super excited about this. Because remember that now that we've gotten closer to our vision, it's time to nourish our body that will help us carry out the dreams, that help us put pep into our step. If we're eating gluten bread, it's gonna make us sluggish. It's gonna put our hormones in balance. It's gonna make us moody, lethargic, tired. We're just like, oh, who cares? It doesn't matter. But if we're eating the right foods, we're gonna have pep in our step. We're gonna have more clarity in our mind. We're gonna have the energy to do those 3 daily tasks to get us closer to our vision. So manifestation doesn't happen in fantasy. It happens in real time, in a kitchen, in your daily habits. So let's fuel that future with purpose, one meal at a time, girlfriend. Let's get cooking with confidence. Let's cook with clarity. Let's get cooking with purpose, girlfriend. Thank you for joining. Let's get to it. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose. Fill your body and feed your soul. Let's get cooking with purpose to lower A1C, shed unwanted weight, maximize mental sharpness and clarity, boost self expression, boost immune system, build confidence, maintain emotional balance, relieve pain, relieve headaches, cleanse your digestion, and much more. Welcome to Cooking with Purpose, where we fill our bodies and feed our souls. If you are feeling tired, overwhelmed, stressed, or struggling with weight loss, anxiety, or energy crashes, it's time to take back control, starting in the kitchen. Today, we are cooking an easy and delicious, nutrient packed dinner to help boost your metabolism, balance hormones, and fuel your body for success. Whether you are a busy mom, battling cravings, or just looking to feel amazing again, this is for you. Drop a firebomb in the comments if you are ready to cook with me. Let's get cooking, good looking. So, what's for dinner? Let's get cooking, good looking. Before we get cooking, I just want to remind you that cooking with purpose is more than just food. It's about freedom. It's about freedom of being able to create a life that you love, not just living in despair, being heavy and weighed down and lethargic. For me, that freedom started when I began to detox from sugar, alcohol, and everything else that was dimming my light. Back in high school, I began drinking alcohol to get over my social anxiety. I started drinking caffeine pills to keep me up, and that actually led to more anxiety, more depression, and led to a vicious cycle of prescription medications and addictions. Years later, then I ended up going to jail, 2 months pregnant, came out 8 months pregnant. So I cleaned up my act, got married. I was straight and narrow. But years after, about 7 years after being married, I found myself as a divorced single mom, overwhelmed. And watching my 7 year old son spiral from ADHD and suicidal thoughts, it broke my heart. And so around the same time, I had a health scare. I thought I had breast cancer. And so a lot of medical issues and that emotional and physical health issues started to arise that began to open me, awaken me to ask questions. Well, what is Adderall? Well, how much does it cost? $550. That was like 10, 15 years ago, out of pocket each month. And I learned that it's another narcotic. So I'm like, why am I going to do this to my son? So I started digging deeper. I just remember having a hard time with my son during that time. I wanted to drop him off at the next fire station. I didn't have a support group, and it was really, really hard for me. So I was drinking alcohol to numb the pain, to just be in survival mode. And I ended up getting a DUI, hit rock bottom, and I was like, God, why? Please show me, give me the answer. Why do I do the things that I do? And I just realized that society's system, society's norms, it wasn't helping me. And it broke me down. That breakdown actually became my breakthrough, and I stopped waiting for the systems and for people to save me. I started taking my power back by setting boundaries. I had to stop drinking because of the DUI, and I started using my time wisely. I started studying life, health, our food system, holistic healing, to say the least. Long story short, I put my son on a sugar detox, and in just 3 days, I saw a different child night and day. It was as if he were on his Adderall without the Adderall side effects. He was happier, more clear minded. He was more alive. It was beautiful. It still brings me joy just thinking about that shift in those days. I remember his teacher was like, why is he in an IEP, the individual learning plan at school? He was like, he seems like a normal kid to me. I said, yeah, it's because we're treating it through diet. And even one day they gave him a little Jolly Rancher. He came home, he started having temper tantrums. I was like, Carlos, did you have sugar? He's like, my teacher gave me a Jolly Rancher. So she praised him with the Jolly Rancher. Then he started acting out, and then she scolded him for his misbehavior. But she was the one that gave him the Jolly Rancher. So I had to get on top of them. Do not give him candy, because for him, something as small as one of those small little Jolly Ranchers affected his emotions, and he started having temper tantrums. So, anyways, that's what sparked my journey into wellness. And since then, no more prescriptions, no more problems. We began to heal from the inside out. Since I wasn't relying on the school food or cereals, easy to go meals, I had to get into the kitchen, go grocery shopping, work extra hours for more food. And actually, we're making big plates of meals. So we're actually began to eat quality big plates of food versus little snack size, what do you call it, snack size little candy bars or whatever, is what I used to just eat, because I thought it was less was more. But so we began to eat big plates of food, and I started to shed. We did it. I was doing it for the emotional stability, but I began to shed weight. My hair started to grow because I had a session where I went through like a Britney Spears, and I cut off my hair. My hair started to grow. My skin started to clear up, and then we started to heal from the inside out with real food, and that was through setting boundaries, and that brought true love, health, and abundance in our lives. And my son and I have been medication free for over 10 years now. My husband and I went through toxic cycles because we were addicts. We didn't know how to regulate our emotions, so we would use to numb. Now we're thriving, we're in union, we're in love, with respect, we're running a business, vitality and values wellness, that's helping transform lives all over the world. And it all started with one decision in a kitchen to start detoxing sugar and start cooking, home cooking. So tonight, as we cook together, remember that one nourishing choice at a time can also rewrite your story. Let me check these chicken wings, because the alarm is beeping, girlfriend. Let me transfer. Okay. Join me. Come here. Okay. Timer off. Oh, and I put a little bit of cinnamon, a dash of cinnamon, just to bring out some extra flavors. Mm. Delicious. My husband loves these oven baked chicken wings, and I make them basically like every week. This week I made them twice. I'll put it in the oven for another 20 minutes, and let's get cooking, girlfriend. All right, so I already started off with peeling, because I'm gonna make some spiralized French fries to go with the pizza. We're being naughty today, girlfriend. With this mushroom. I think I gotta dry these out so that they can get crispy. Pretty juicy. Nice. If you're gonna drink today, over the weekend, choose a healthier version of alcohol. Drink some Tito's, some vodka. Vodka is made from potato. There's no gluten in it. Drink water in between. I think that's enough. And or you can drink some red wine. It's also healthier. I got this fit wine. You want to get a red blend. Spread wine Cabernet is really strong for me, so I just water it down. But there's fit wine, full flavors, zero sugars, gluten free. So we can make healthier choices. It's not about being boring and all right. So we will let these potatoes dry out a little bit. As that dries, I'm gonna butterfly. I'm gonna make. Oh, since we're in New York, I wanted more pizza and it was too late. My husband didn't stop and give me another pizza, so I'm gonna make it myself, but I'm gonna make a healthier version. So I had this ranch chicken pizza at 3 in the morning. It was 99 cents. It was so good. So I'm gonna make a healthier version. Instead of ranch dressing, I'm gonna make my own ranch dressing with Greek yogurt. So we're gonna use chicken for our pizza. So we're gonna sear the chicken. I'll season it now so it gets the flavors. Salt, sea salt, smoked paprika. I'm out of pepper, onion powder. Put some Italian seasoning and some garlic powder. We'll let it marinate. Smoked paprika, Italian seasoning, onion powder. This is the secret to cooking home made delicious food. Not just healthy, but delicious, tasty. It's all in the spices and herbs. There's no preservatives. It's the real deal. Organic Italian seasoning, organic smoked paprika. I got these all at Walmart. You can get this pretty much anywhere in the States. Anywhere. Okay. Onion powder and garlic powder. Okay. So we'll let that sit. And then we'll start making our dough for our pizza. So here's the part that I've never done before. Is this pizza crust. I'm gonna use this gluten-free ranch chicken pizza recipe. We're using gluten-free flour with homemade ranch sauce. It's gonna be crispy, creamy, and totally satisfying without bloating the belly. So let's snatch that waist, girlfriend. All right, so 1 cup of gluten-free, 1 cup. That's half. 1 cup of gluten-free all-purpose. And it says 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now, baking powder, uh, it has aluminum. I couldn't find the good, healthy baking powder, so I'm gonna make my own baking powder using pure baking soda. Let me see the recipe to 1 teaspoon baking powder. We're going to mix 1/4. This is pure baking soda. You could also use it to clean. I usually use it to clean. But I'm going to use 1/4 baking soda. 1/4. And then half a cream of tartar. Half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. Half a teaspoon. So basically that makes baking powder. So there's our 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then 1 or 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. It says 1/2 cup of warm water, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I am gonna measure it this time because I usually just eyeball the olive oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So get rid of your vegetable oil, your canola oil. Use olive oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And it says optional 1 egg for firmer, protein-rich crust. Protein, yes, ma'am. So we're gonna do 1 egg. Looks like a science project. Okay, so Says if it's too sticky to add more flour. It does look kind of sticky. It also says to grease our pan. I might add a little bit more powder. Still kind of sticky. There we go. Still seems sticky to me, so I'm gonna add some more flour. Gotta get back to the gym. My arms are tired. That's like 2 cups. That was like, yeah, like 2 cups of flour. Okay. I'm gonna give my arm a break. Getting a little loose. We're gonna oil this baking pan. Okay. Baking pizza pan oiled. Now it says to press the dough into a circle using your hands and spatula. It was too sticky still. It's kind of sticky. Okay, so my chicken is done. Next time I'm gonna make a little bigger pizza. That'll be fine. Bake for 8 to 10 minutes until it just starts to set and lightly golden. Let's check the wings. Ooh, they're crispy. I'm gonna leave the wings in there. I'm gonna put timer for 8 minutes. Feeling like a boss. All right, so that's there for 8 minutes. Let me make this chicken real quick. Okay, so for the chicken, who am I? Where am I? Where's my olive oil? So for the olive oil, listening to some R&B music today. Got the good 90s music going on. If it's in the pan, I'm gonna put the 3 chicken breasts. Medium heat. 6 minutes. We have 6 minutes on the pizza. Now we're going to make the ranch sauce. We're gonna whisk Greek yogurt. Oh my god, I ate that lemon. Dang. Fine. Instead of lemon, I'm gonna have to use vinegar. Okay. I had already made some earlier this week. Celery dressing. Okay, so for the ranch dressing, do this. Whoa. Said I can't do this. Whoa. This is my favorite Greek yogurt. It's so creamy. It's really delicious. Okay, let me check my wings are looking good. How much vinegar? I think just like a little. Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, half a teaspoon of vinegar or lemon oil. Lemon juice. Apple cider vinegar, garlic powder, onion powder, dried parsley or dill or Italian herb. I prefer Italian herb. We can add some dill to that. Salt and pepper. I don't have pepper. And the dill. Homemade ranch dressing. We have 40 seconds left on our chicken and our delicioso. Okay, let's take out our wings and flip over the chicken. Set the timer for 6 minutes. The chicken. Take out the wings. And the pizza crust can be in there about 4 more minutes. Look at those wings. They look delicious. Oven baked wings. They're not full of oils that clog up your pores, make you lethargic, make you gain weight. Tastes so good. I'm gonna add some of these on my pizza too. You want your pizza with ranch dressing or with red pizza sauce? Bread pizza sauce? Well, we're gonna do half and half. Or I can just drizzle it with, or I can put the ranch on top, drizzle it. I just added a little bit water to make it a little bit more creamy. Since the man wants marinara sauce, I'm gonna cook this. 3 more minutes on that. Where's my glove? Okay, now I'm gonna put some marinara sauce. I'm gonna saute it. I'm gonna give it some extra flavor with some fresh garlic. So I'm mincing the garlic, fresh garlic, and we are going to add olive oil. Turn my chicken off. Add a few minced garlic, like 30 seconds, just so I can get the aroma going. This is just gonna thicken it up. Turn off. Please. Okay. My smoke alarm is going off. So my dough is still not golden. I'm gonna put it for another 2 minutes. I'm gonna put on the top rack. Oh, it is crispy. It's not golden, but it's crispy. We just want to thicken the sauce up. Okay, so there's my chicken, my pasta sauce. That can stay there. And I want to make those fries. I'm gonna put some olive oil. It was $6 for this bottle. So imagine you go get a one French fry is $6 for a large fry, and we're using the good oil, not the bad oil. It's okay for using it all. Okay, now let me take the pizza crust out because it's ready. All right, so now let's chop up this chicken. We got our wings. I'm gonna chop up some of these. Chop up our chicken. Maybe the pizza will be like in 15 minutes. You want to wait? I know, but it closes at 9, but almost there. All right, so now we have our pre-baked, pizza crust. I need more counter space. We have our pre-baked pizza crust. We have our pizza sauce. So add chicken, sprinkle cheese, and top with you'll be fine. Put melted butter around the crust. Alrighty, so we got that. We're gonna add the chicken, add our peppers. Okay, now we're gonna sprinkle cheese and put it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes and it'll be done. Oh, I wanted to add some spinach to it too. Home cooked, gluten-free pizza back in the oven. We'll put 10 minutes. I'm excited to eat this, try it out. Hopefully it's good. I'm sure I'll just tweak it up a little bit. I'm thinking if I had put like butter, melted butter around the edges, it would be like really, really good. I don't have a thing to do it like a brush. So as that bakes, let's do a quick angel reading for you. I have everything ready. Message for you. Clearing debt. Amen. Your self-care involves removing heavy burdens of financial and emotional debt from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. Moonlighting. This one was also flipped over. You can start working on your dream career part-time while you keep your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Amen. One more. Ooh. And as always, positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positivity, experience, and opportunities with your positive expectations and energies. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep faith and keep going. So keep on those positive affirmations. So I'm thinking if I put a little bit of, I don't know if this is going to work, but I think maybe if I put a little bit of all purpose on the fries, it'll kind of dry it out a little bit. No? We'll see. Is it blue? Ooh, and we can't wait to try these fries. I feel like a real old time fashioned baker today. No matter fiction. Put these back on. Oh, let's try these. Let's see how this works because honestly, I've never done this. Fiction. In like 5 more minutes. The timer says 3, but I'm gonna probably do it a little bit more. Is that the bag that I got you? Let me see. Ooh, nice. Let me see. That's a lot easier to pull it in and out, huh? Nice. Perfect. Okay, so to drizzle the ranch dressing on top, I'm gonna put it in a baggie, cut a little hole, the ranch dressing. If you need me, show. Okay, let's get our plates out. The batteries? Oh, there's batteries in here, yeah. I'm gonna put the wings. Are those batteries? Oh, trash it. Bullets. 3 more minutes. Get some water. I'm gonna drink me a kombucha healthy instead. And be naughty. Instead of beer, kombucha. It's good for the gut. 6:30, not bad for everything I did for the first time. The pizza, the the wings, spiraled potatoes, fresh potatoes, chicken. You're going to love those. There's my salt. There's our pizza. I'm going to take out the wings, turn off the stove, the oven, off the timer, take out the fries, add another batch of fries, add some salt to the fries. Check this out. This is so delicious looking. Look at these fries. Made with extra, extra, extra love. I always make things with love, but today it was made with extra, extra love. So on half, I'm gonna drizzle the ranch. Let's cut this bad boy. I haven't even tasted it yet, and I'm so proud of myself. Pizza. Look at that meal. Gluten free. Party food that's gluten free. I'm so proud of myself. I guess I'll just eat mine on this plate. Why not, huh? Mmm. The fries are so good. Ya me jodí contigo. Te va a encantar esto. No, this is healthy, good, delicious meal. Woo! We did it! Oven baked chicken wings, gluten free chicken pizza with peppers and spinach and potatoes was made with good oil, olive oil, and they're crispy and crunchy, gluten free. Here, baby, I'm gonna get you some ketchup. Ketchup. For your fries. You want it? This ketchup, no sugar added. Homemade finger food. So let's try the pizza. Gotta show you. Let's do a close up. What's good? What did you try? The real delicious, huh? I told you. They're crispy, huh? They're really good. You gotta join the 90-day detox, gluten-free flour that I put in it. I think that was a magic trick. Mmm, they're crunchy. Now we have to try the pizza. It's crispy. The crust. Mmm. I would doctor it up a little bit. I'm gonna try it with the butter next time around the orillas. And maybe put in a little bit more salsa, huh? No, you don't like a lot of salsa. That's why I don't put it in. Mmm. Really, really good. I'm impressed with myself, satisfied. Now I can eat pizza and not feel guilty. No more bloating, no more gluten in the belly. You can still eat delicious food and snatch that waist, girlfriend. Hey, join the 90-day detox and join me Monday for another cooking session with me, V. Bye. Are you ready to take the first steps to shedding weight, boosting your energy, and transforming your habits? It all starts here. Visit vitalityvalueswellness.com and look for the free habit tracker section. Enter your first name, your last name, along with your email address, and your tracker will be delivered straight to your inbox. You've got this. I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Download now and let's start your journey today. vitalityvalueswellness.com.